Hey, it's a beautiful day. Welcome back. This is Wall Crawl doing our Radiant 2A's guide in the Hollow Knight All Achievements guides that we've been doing. Today we're going to be facing these dudes, the Watcher Knights. They're a challenge. They're really difficult. They're definitely at difficulty level 3 in my opinion. And what makes them so hard is they're just really erratic. They're kind of all over the place, and until you're really familiar with their movements, they're even then they're gonna give you difficulty. If you're good on the original fight, it becomes significantly harder because they have a larger health pool, so they don't die as quickly. In the original fight, you can kind of kill them like not too long after they spawn. They stay around much longer in this version, and so it just means you gotta be fighting two at a time after that first one. So anyway, what I'm gonna be doing is trying to get as much soul as possible because, well, let me just talk about my charms first. Unbreakable Strength for damage, Quick Slash for to get a whole bunch of strikes in Dream Wielder, so I can hit them as they're like appearing. As you can see that stream coming down into them, and get a good draw of soul from it. Shaman Stone and Soul Eater. I want to have as much magic as I can to use. And there's two ways to really lean into the magic use. One is when they do their bouncy bounce roll. If you can get used to where they're going to be, and you can do an Abyss Shriek. You can stand right by where they're going to land. You can Abyss Shriek them. It does a whole lot of damage. You can also do this as they're appearing, but it feels less safe for some reason. And to me, you could probably do it just fine. I have less success with it personally. And the other thing is using Soul Blast when you have a full health or a full soul meter, and you've got two of them on one side, and one of them's not about to roll at you. You can just spam out 3 shots and end up hitting both of them 3 times real solid. All right, let's do this. Let's beat the Watcher Knights on Radiant. Okay, Dreamnail is first line of business. You can actually get 2 in, but you have a very small window of success. There's that Abyss Shriek I was talking about. I was too far off to the side that time in doing it. I'm gonna get him this time though. And pow. Abyss Shriek. Abyss Shriek. Alright, so I got the Soul Blast in. Okay, that was close because he just didn't come all the way over. And get some hits in here. I think that's 3 down, and we have to deal with 6 of them. Not liking my positioning. That's fine. I can get out of here, work up some more soul. Blast. There we go. Nice. Man, they're putting me in some really bad positions. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Desolate Dive in. And nice, come on. Okay, I just have to deal with the 1 now. I feel so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and use all soul means I have and approach him very cautiously. Pow. Shoot him. Oh, I thought I had another shot. There we go. So, as you saw, there were multiple times in that fight where I came very close to getting hit. So, it's challenging. It's really a challenging fight. let's try style number 2. The second way of doing this is with Sharp Shadow, Long Nail, and Mark of Pride. It's to give you as much room away from them as possible, and also give you an ability to dash through them for damage. You do have to be able to keep track of your Sharp Shadow. And if that's an issue, like whether it's long dash, short dash, long dash, then just ditch the Sharp Shadow and the Long Nail and the Mark of Pride. The good thing about Sharp Shadow is it gives you, when you're down fighting them, if you're close enough to them, you can Sharp Shadow through them and you're safe on the other side of them. So as long as, of course, the Sharp Shadow is available. So that's a really big positive that it gives you. But if you can't reliably keep track of it, it'll become more of a deterrent. Let's do it. Okay, so this shows the Sharp Shadow and the striking technique. Just 1, 2, 3, and you dash through. It's not great how it doesn't really show the technique. You don't want to use it to go through them when they're too far in towards a corner. So I don't like having both of them out. You can like use it to warp through one of them though. I'm gonna try it now. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Desolate Dive to try to give myself some leeway. Just warp right through. And he's coming across. I'm gonna cross. Pogo. See, I'm finding some value in the Sharp Shadow. But bounce. Okay, all right. And make this guy pay. All right, so we're working through them. Desolate Dive to give us a little bit of iframes and room. And come on. All right, come on. All right, I think we just got the one now. Let's play it real cautious like. Just warping away, just get a couple hits in. Don't like this. And we did it. Okay. So the Sharp Shadow can be used as an attack, and it didn't really happen during this, but if they do the nail attack, and you're basically fighting on one side of them, you can usually just stagger back and forth through them. I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. I'll probably most likely die, but usually the first one tries to hit you, and so hopefully I can show how that works. So just pow, warp through and hit him on the other side. Okay, so he's not even gonna do it that way now. Yeah, so that's warping, just warping through and then attacking the other side. I come to the right side if I'm gonna do it. Okay. And see, I ended up bouncing myself into him. Yeah. All right. But you can see how you can just go back and forth through them, Sharp Shadowing, and then being on the other side of them to like keep spamming them. And you can burn them down fairly quickly. The difficult thing about that is you have to only use that technique when the other one is occupied, like while they're respawning or while they're not there at all, like they're dead for a little bit. And it's refilling up a new one. Otherwise, it's hard to do that very often unless you're very confident about where the second one is moving to. Okay. Hopefully that setup can help you conquer these very, very difficult Watcher Knights, and you can beat them. They're hard. Again, another difficulty level 3, and but get in there, stick with it. You may want to save them until later on your list, but just to really get familiar with the fighting. And I would practice them on Radiant. Practice them on Ascended. Don't practice them really on Attuned, because their difference in health is a very huge component about this fight. It'll make the whole thing feel different. All right, that is it. Hopefully you got something super cool to use, and you can go knock out the Watcher Knights. If you enjoyed this, if you thought it was valuable, hit me up with a like, hit me up with a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Later, friends.